It is 4 p.m. We're bringing developing news and the stories behind the headlines. This is Storycon, the Story Conference. I'm Ed Lingao. Some stories we're watching this Monday, May 25. The wife of Senator Bato de la Rosa is appealing to the judiciary not to allow her husband surrender to The Hague. Nancy de la Rosa said Filipinos should be tried in their own country. She also warns that allowing international custody could reflect weakness on the country's justice system. Meantime, the mayors for good governance slammed de la Rosa's 7-month absence from the Senate while still allegedly receiving his salary. The group also urges lawmakers to uphold integrity and prevent the Senate from becoming a safe haven for absenteeism and cover-ups. A manhunt is now on for Senator Bato amid his ICC arrest warrant. President Bongbong Marcos has appointed former Senator Francis Tolentino as acting Secretary of the Department of Labor and Employment. He replaces Bienvenido Laguesma. Laguesma cites health reasons for his decision to step down as DOLE chief. Katrina Ponce Enriles slammed Senator Pia Cayetano's emotional outburst on the Senate floor last week. The daughter of the late Senator Juan Ponce Enriles said Cayetano's attempt to calm public anger did not seem genuine. Enriles stressed that not every situation requires a response, saying that some moments call for silence, restraint, and humility instead of explanations. For his part, Cubao Bishop Elias Ayuban Jr. questioned whether Cayetano's conscience has been troubled by the victims of the drug war. He urges the senator to reflect on her past silence, saying she should remember the times that she was silent on extrajudicial killings. Meantime, Pablo Virgilio Cardinal David called out Pia's brother, Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, over his remarks describing the bloody drug war as a human rights and a pro-life campaign. David said that such statements disregard the victims, including the widows and the orphans of those killed without due process. He adds that under international law, public statements that legitimize or encourage extrajudicial killings may constitute instigation or aiding and abetting crimes against humanity. And the death toll from the collapse of a 9-story building in Barangay Balibago in Angeles City, Pampanga has risen to 4. Authorities continue search and retrieval operations for at least 16 people who remain missing. According to the Bureau of Fire Protection, Central Luzon, the cause of the collapse has yet to be determined. The agency says search, rescue, and retrieval efforts are being prioritized before investigators focus on the cause of the tragedy. And joining us today via Zoom this time, we have Storycon co-host Regina Lay. Hi,
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Walang mamalo ngayon kay Raul Llamas, who is
Ikaw
by the
na
way
lang.
late.
I leave that important job to you.
So mas swerte si Raul ngayon sa'yo. Okay, and from the Philippine Star, we have Editor-in-Chief Ami Pamintuan.
Hi everybody, happy Monday.
Hi Ami, happy Monday. Wala sa Zoom si Raul, no? Anyway, si Raul is on the way here. Baka lang malate siya dahil natatraffic daw si Raul ngayon. Lunes na Lunes.
Oo nga, Lunes na Lunes, ano?
Oo.
May narinig ka na bang ibang excuse, Ed?
Grabe ka naman. Galing pang nabaliches yung tao eh.
Okay.
Anyway, Ami, what's your top story today?
Pinapakinggan pa namin yung nangyayari ngayon sa Senate. Mukhang nag-filibuster, ha?
May privilege
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah, I think it's a filibuster.
Okay, how long
Pakinggan
has
mo
it?
yung mga they're defending bawat isa nagsasalita to defend themselves, eh.
I mean, kahit pa last week, you could hear a lot of filibustering
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, pero ngayon kasi may naka-schedule ngayon dapat na major change, di ba? Kaya inaabangan natin.
I just don't know if natuloy na yung the back channel negotiations, if they were successful.
Well, I don't presume to foresee a major change until it happens kasi politics
na.
is a way of politics is a way of delaying things or at least rescheduling things. So, until it happens, well, but then again, kahit mag-filibuster sila, that's only good for how many privileged speeches?
Ilan yan? Mahigit kalahati yung ano nga.
Yeah.
Kung magsalita ng 1 oras bawat isa, paano na?
Yeah, pero alam mo yun, I don't know if there's that much to say.
Hindi, inuulit nga yung mga video nung ano eh. We're under attack!
may production pa eh.
Oh.
May
Oh,
mga
inuulit
numbers.
yung mga video.
The point of filibustering is not to have something to say. Is not to have
Yeah.
something new to say.
Kaya
It's just
It's to
you
delay
know.
and delay. But some people are
Pabuti
better
na lang, unang madaling
than
araw.
others.
Yeah.
Kapapagod kayo. Inabutan ko si Senator Marcoleta, inaaway si Boying Remulla eh. Yung ganung mga speech.
Of course, because of course at this point alam na natin na kakasuhan daw siya ng plunder and indirect bribery because of the 75 million peso donation. May magandang question si Ed on Friday, which is bakit hindi violation of the election code and bakit plunder? And I
Hindi
think
kasi may ruling na yung COMELEC, di ba?
yes,
Na
that's
hindi
part of
siya
it.
actually binigay sa kanya in January, long before the campaign. January. Ang tagal-tagal pa eh. Long before even the filing of the certificates of candidacy. Kaya ngayon ang kinaso sa kanya plunder, bribery, kasi napakalaki ng amount and yun ang case na sinabi nila ng ombudsman na sobrang laki niyan for no reason except conjecture yun, trying to influence someone who is in a position of influence, di ba?
So, yung PFAD, political and what was it? Political finance, not finance, PFAD, political finance
It's a weird name.
affairs. Oo nga eh, parang mali yung
but I didn't want to put it that way.
political PFAD department of COMELEC, which was the one that tackled the case of Senator Marcoleta, di ba nag-recommend sila to terminate it because there's no election code that they can charge against him.
Yeah.
So, tinanggap ng unbank, so that's closed. And you're right, Amy, they had to reframe, the ombudsman basically had to reframe the argument because plunder isn't just, undeclared, plunder is also someone who accepts gifts or pecuniary benefits by reason of the office or position.
Yeah.
And remember that Senator Marcoleta was a congressman before he became a senator. So dire-diretso yung his holding of political office. So someone who
Dahil
receives
total,
gifts.
75 million, it's
75
above
million.
the 50 million threshold. Kaya plunder siya.
I'll read to you guys section 1D of RA 7080, the definition of plunder. Number 2, by receiving directly or indirectly any commission, gift, share, percentage, kickbacks, or any other form of pecuniary benefit.
Yeah.
I think that's a more important phrase. Any other form of pecuniary benefit from any person or entity in connection with any government contract or project or by reason of the office or position of the public officer concerned. So that's the relevant clause there. I also came across yung interview with Senator Marcoleta dun sa kanyang programa na Saganang Atin o Saganang Amin sa SMNI or
Masaganang
Hindi, Saganang Amin. Hindi Masaganang Amin.
Saganang
Amin. Where he directly acknowledged that he did not declare because it was a request by the people who made the donation of several million. And he also said, in his own words, I'm just paraphrasing this time, na ang sabi sa kanya nang nag-donate, utang na loob lang sa akin to. And just paraphrasing, but those were basically the words that he said in that program. Na ang sabi sa kanya nang nag-donate, utang na loob lang sa akin to. So,
sinabi na
kaya
yan
lang
before
naman natin na balitaan dahil sa sinabi niya.
Yeah. So, and sinabi na rin niya yan dati, Ed, yung he was expressly asked to keep it a secret yung names ng
Yeah.
donors.
Yeah. That was
Kasi
in that
nga,
program.
pero klaro daw na gagamitin sa kanyang political campaign. Yung plunder kasi, I think most people are used to the definition of plunder as someone stealing from the national budget, taking from the national coffers, for example. Pero ito
Yeah.
yung
That's section
um,
1D1. Misappropriation, conversion, misuse, or malversation of public funds.
Ah.
Yun yung public
Saka
money.
bribery, may bribery case din na involved.
Number 2 is yung I think yung kay Erap, di ba, was that case, yung kickbacks dun sa, remember that, Ami?
Gambling.
Kickbacks sa ano, sa Hueteng.
Gambling kickbacks.
Which were not, I think, which were not public money. And for that, he was convicted. I have to check. Pero if I remember correctly, ganun yun eh. It was not public money.
Pero
It
hindi
was,
ka pwedeng
wedding
tumanggap ng
kickbacks.
gano'n kung nandun ka sa pwesto na na you can influence, lalo na presidente yun eh. You can actually influence a lot of things kapag gano'n.
Yeah.
of course.
On the other hand, kung in-apply yung election law doon sa case ni Marcoleta, that would also still be interesting kasi under the Omnibus Election Code, bawal mag-donate sa election campaigns yung mga mining companies. And Mike Defensor owns and controls Pax Liberia. It's a mining company. So,
Sinabi na nga ng COMELEC, hindi daw covered nung campaign period.
I'm just saying na if
And
it's one
donation
or the
period.
other,
Or even the filing of the certificate of candidacy. Di pa, ang layo-layo, January pa eh. October yung filing ng certificate eh.
so it's
Kaya
one.
hindi
Anyway,
siya covered. Kaya lang tayo nagaganito kasi siya mismo ang nagsabi na donation sa kanya na hindi niya dineclare. Siya mismo nagsabi, put his foot in his mouth.
Oh, and we have now our resident political pilyo, Mr. Ronald Llamas, who joins us now live from here in Mandaluyong.
Happy
Pwede
Monday.
mo na
10 minutes.
pagalitan, ano?
Happy Monday.
10 minutes after the show started.
Ayan, yeah.
Happy Monday.
Sabi ni Reg, ako na papalo sa iyo ngayon.
Palo na ba? Akala ko nga nandito siya eh, kaya naghanda na yung balikat ko eh.
Pamayabag siya ngayon.
Buti na lang, nag-enjoy ako dun sa speech ni Amy Marcos kanina. Kaya
Oo nga, enjoy ka, no?
immunize ako.
Ba't
What
daw
did
hindi
you
ka kasama
like
doon
about
sa
the
speech?
Ha? Eh,
Anong gusto mo sa speech?
andun na si Biko eh. Si Biko Soto kaya okay na ako.
Dapat daw sinama ko sa speech kasi si Ses, lumabas si Ses doon sa sa video eh.
Oo nga, ito naman kasi si Ses eh. No? Kine-question si Attorney Bondok eh. Talagang
Kaya hinahanap ka namin
Pero
eh.
makikichismis kami, Ronald, mukhang nag-filibuster dun sa Senate eh.
oo.
May matutuloy ba ngayong araw?
Hindi, kung may matutuloy, sa simula yon.
So wala na.
Nasa
Wala
wala
na
yan.
at this point.
Hindi pa naman nawala dahil nga it can happen overnight, no? Depende yan sa depende yan sa currency eh. Eh di ba,
Currency,
muntik na yung mangyari last Monday. Pero last minute, nagkaroon ng bagong proposal dahil may gusto mag-Senate President tas ang katutak ang kaso.
Oo nga.
So,
Hanggang ngayon daw, on the table yung proposal na yun eh.
You know that si Senator Pangilinan, whose pictures we're showing right now, he revealed the name already sa interview with Karen Davila. He said he confirmed that it was Senator Chis Escudero through intermediaries who had asked that he be reinstated as SP.
yes. Buti naman, nireveal na niya yung pangalan.
And kinonfirm din naman ni Senator Ping Lacson sa atin on Friday that rumor was true. We heard that many days ago.
Yeah.
Kaya hindi natuloy yung counter coup.
Pero inaasahan ngayon si Senator Win Gatchalian eh.
Nagpupuyos daw sa galit si Kiko Pangilinan dahil doon sa privilege speech ni Amy Marcos tungkol sa Chacha. Tama ba? Did I hear right?
Yes. Hindi naman siguro ganun sila ka-idiot na iisipin nila na kaya mag-con us sa last 2 minutes ng Senado. No? Kaya medyo
It's not gonna happen.
medyo insulting eh, di ba? Kung ikaw ay may kaunting utak, alam mo na walang chance yan eh. Yung voting separately, voting together, that has already plagued any con us attempt. Lalo na kung kahit maaga pa lang. Ang hirap na niyan, lalo na sa last minute, lalo na in the middle of all these controversies, lalo na dahil wala kang overwhelming majority sa Senado either way. So, kaya, tapos
Alam mo,
Sabi ko, nagpipilibuster lang dun.
tapos
but at the same time, alam mo, it, momentum counts for a lot here. And if there had been, they keep trying, tas hindi umuusad, it's not progressing, then maybe the momentum also isn't on their side at this point. Diba? I know, ibig sabihin na it's a very thin majority, mabilis balik rin yan and all of that. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like there's any real momentum on their side, or is that wrong?
there's always that momentum. Kaya nga, it can happen overnight. Kaya nga, naglabas ng privilege speech to defend the majority. Dahil kung i-monitor nyo, grabe sa social media. So they have to present a narrative na ito ay not about division of spoils, ito ay hindi about blue ribbon, ito ay hindi dapat personal ambition, ito ay hindi dapat tungkol sa impeachment. This is about political persecution. Kinakasuhan sila. Diba? Yun yung essence ng kwan eh. Kinakasuhan sila dahil gusto nilang baguhin yung konstitusyon. No? Gusto baguhin yung konstitusyon ng kanilang mga kalaban, yung minority. Ang daming assumptions ng speech eh. Kaya siguro, up in arms yung minority. Dahil hindi
Pero
lang...
simula nung Ronald, simula nung pinasa yung constitution na yan, lahat ng CONAS proposals emanated from the House.
Yes.
Lagi ang Senado ang tumatanggi dyan eh.
Yes.
Wala pa ako natatandaan na proposal dyan na Senate ang nag-propose ng CONAS.
Kasi there was always the fear by the Senate that they will be overwhelmed.
Si Enrile, nung Senate President siya, nagsabay sila ni Sonny Belmonte na for CONAS for economic cha-cha. Wala pa rin nangyari. Walang may gusto. Mga senador ang ayaw ng CONAS.
Nadamay pa si Mayor Vico Soto. Siya yung hindi involved sa political calculation. Ayaw nga niyang tumakbo sa 2028 dahil ayaw niyang maging part ng isang dynasty sa Senado. Easily kasi panalo siya. So, siya yung least na politiko na iisipin mo na mai-involve sa anything like this. No? At matatawa ka dahil marami doon sa mga cases na final sa mga senator sa majority ay na-file long before any of this has happened, di ba? Even yung kay Marcoleta, that was much earlier on. At nanggaling yun mismo sa kanya. Kaya nung pinapanood ko nga siya na inaamin na may nagbigay sa kanya ng 50, 75 million. Sabi ko, naku, yari. Kaya,
Siya naman ang una nagbulgar nun eh.
correct. So, paano
Kundi nga siya nagsalita, hindi naman natin malalaman.
Yes. So, paano sasabihin mo na ito ay isang conspiracy against him, against them? Ang tagal na nitong mga kaso ni Cheese, ni Jinggoy, ni Bongo, ni Joel Villanueva. No? Tapos kahit itong kaso ni Camille Villar ng insider trading, market manipulation, that was before nangyari ito. SEC yan SEC yan So, medyo yung speech ni Amy cannot hold water. Pero perhaps the purpose nun is propaganda. Kaya siguro galit na galit itong minority.
Okay, we had Win Gatchalian just saying na wala raw silang pinag-uusapang cha-cha. So, now we
Wala
have
naman
Big Laps.
nag-ano ng cha-cha, kundi yung majority.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any discussion at all.
Yeah.
Kahit walang naniniwala eh.
And mind you, even
Ano
if
ba
you
yung-
speak about CONAS, you're talking only about proposals to amend the Constitution. In the end, that will still
Yeah,
have to
for
be
what?
ratified
plebiscite.
in a plebiscite. So, hindi yan yung tipong you have a Constitutional Assembly hammering out an amendment and that's already
Mahabang proseso pa yan. May kampanya pa dyan, etc.
information campaign. No?
Tapos
Yeah.
next year, practically campaign period na next year
Yeah, I agree. No way that it's gonna happen at this. Well, CONAS, hindi ko alam. Pero cha-cha, hindi ko lang alam. And don't forget, mag-adjourn na sila, Sinadi eh.
Yeah.
In in a couple of weeks.
May
In
impeachment ka pa.
fact, yung pinaka maganda lang na rason for a chacha is economic amendments. Hindi rin natuloy. Kahit nung
Hindi rin natuloy.
pinakamalakas yung na reason na maaga pa in the term of anybody, na
Yeah.
pati mga business community sinasabi, sige kung kaya nyo, gawin nyo. Wala pa rin nangyari. Tapos ngayon mo gagawin yan. Anong dahilan for that?
Yeah, you're right. There was a time when ano nga yung provision that we were talking about that would have made sense to amend?
They found a way na lang to go around it, hindi ba? Yung yung
Oo.
ownership, ganon.
Pero,
Several
oh,
economic issues.
In the end, napasa din yung, na-relax din yung foreign ownership limits
Yeah.
in certain
Oo.
industries.
Oo nga. Kaya hindi
Okay, now,
lahat ng even yung mga chacha na sponsored ng government and merong parang bipartisan support, lagi sumisemplang kapag pumapasok na yung yung actual amendment. Meron ako dito 3,000 yata ito ng mga amendment na proposal na basta pinasukan mo nung anti-dynasty, wala na, dead ball. Wala na. Kapag nagkaroon ng political reforms, wala na.
Yeah,
Kaya
I agree.
mahirap-hirap kaya. Ewan ko, why we're wasting our time dito sa ganitong sa ganitong away. Dami-daming problema ng bansa, yan ang inatupag natin.
okay, you also have Ping Lacson reiterating what he told us last week that never napag-usapan yung chacha ng minority sa Senate. Remember last week we had Ping Lacson saying na, he bumped into a meeting between Boji D and then Senate President Tito Soto, where they were at least in part talking about the need to increase the number of senators to represent the other regions of the country.
Not gonna happen. Ito lang
Not
ang mga
gonna
senador na
happen.
to, laki na ng gastos natin, tingnan mo. What are we getting in return? 300,000
It's just-
yung basic pay niya. That's millions maintenance of the office every month. What are we getting in return? Sige nga.
Nga.
Okay, let's bring in former Congressman Mike Defensor, who joins us now via Zoom, I understand. Do we have Mike Defensor already? On the phone.
By phone.
Good afternoon, and of course, Reg and kay Ma'am Ami, Sir Ronald, magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon, sir. Sir, of course, you already know why we're calling you. Kasama kayo sa listahan, including, of course, Senator Dante Marcoleta, doon sa pinakakasuhan ng ombudsman ng plunder filed last May 18 because of a 75 million gift to Senator Marcoleta. Your thoughts, sir? Your side first.
Well, yes, Ed. Actually, 30 million yung case laban sa akin. But it's nakakatuwa, no? Dahil grabing imagination nila. Alam mo, yung case is plunder. And that's supposed to be, pag plunder, may ninakaw pondo sa gobyerno. The other cases is bribery. And
Well,
supposedly, ang bribery,
May president na
kailangan
dyan.
meron kang kapalit.
yes, sir. Pero, sir,
May
gusto
president.
mo para itulak mo yung isang bribery.
understand, sir.
So, ito talagang kaso na to parang pilit na pilit eh. Talagang gusto lang nila patahimikin ako, Senator Marcoleta. And in fact, sa totoo lang, Ed, yung mga nagsasalita about corruption, siguro mga 40 na yan ang may kaso. Pero in yet, yung may plunder talaga sa flood control, 6 lang ata ang kinasuhan nila. So, nakakatawa at nakakatakot din yung ganitong estilong martial law sa ilalim ng administrasyon sa ngayon.
Pero sir, under RA 7080, yung plunder, Section 1 definitions, number 2 is, number 1 of course is about stealing public funds. Number 2 is by receiving directly or indirectly any commission, gift, share, percentage, or any other form of pecuniary benefit from any person or entity in connection with a contract or by reason of the office or position of the public officer concerned. In other words, ang plunder po ay hindi lamang public funds but also includes
Nagnakaw sa public
accepting pecuniary benefits by a public officer.
At may president na dyan, yung kay Aguirre dati, yung kanyang mga tao na tumanggap ng more than 50 million.
Tama yan yung mga binanggit nyo, yung provision of law. Pero wala nga wala namang pondong inako sa gobyerno at walang kapalit. Sabi ko nga kung i-consider nila na kumain ako ng hopya sa opisina ni Senator Dante Marcoleta, ayun, baka pwedeng yun na maging basis na for that plunder. Pero walang kabase-basehan yan kahit 1 billion pa.
Kaya nga
2
indirect,
billion ibigay mo.
kaya nga kung
Secretary Donald, ano ko lang, kahit na 1 billion pa ibigay mo sa tao, pag ikaw walang hiningin kontrata, wala kang hiningin pabor o wala kang kahit anumang interes, yan ay walang kaso.
ang tawag yata dyan, kung indirect bribery Pag wala kang hiningi o wala kang nakuha. Pero it's still bribery.
But sir, let me refer you
No,
to the
no, no.
interview.
No, Colonel.
Yes sir. But sir, let me refer to the interview of Senator Marcoleta doon sa kanyang programang Sa Ganang Akin or Sa Ganang Atin, where he admitted all these things. He also said, you can also check the video that's very very public, it's online, where he also said na ang requirement lang sa kanya ng mga nag-donate sa kanya, wala pa siya pinapakalanan noon, was that hindi niya i-disclose at and then he said this is paraphrase, but these were the words he also used. He was told by one of the donors na utang na loob mo na lang sa akin yan. In those words, sir, may not be very exact but very very clear, very very nearly paraphrased.
Kahit anong ikot ng ombudsman, mag-hire na sila na pinakamagaling abogado sa buong Pilipinas. Wala yang kasong yan. Because kung wala kang hiningi, hindi yan public funds, wala kayong ninakaw, wala kang kinuha na kahit na anong pabor o kahit anong kontrata, walang ibig sabihin yan. I-hire na nila ang pinakamagaling na abogado. Matatawa lang ako because wala yan. It's nothing. It's a fake case, trump up charges para mangdipit na mga tao. Kailan ka naman nakakita? Nag-donate ka lang, biglang may kaso ka na? Paano kayo yung lahat ng lista ng senador na tumakbo? Yung iba dyan, 500 million, 1 billion gumasos, nandun yung mga donor nila. Ibig sabihin, may kaso na.
Well,
Yan
sir,
yung
those are
nakakatawa
covered by
dyan. So,
election campaign laws, sir, di ba?
Pero donate for what yan? Kasi sabi ng COMELEC, hindi daw yan na campaign donation. Yun yung ruling ng COMELEC,
correct.
that it's
Tama.
not covered by
Tama
the
si Ma'am
donation.
Ami. Yes, tama si Ma'am
So, ano
Ami.
yun?
In fact, kaya nga din...
Pero
Yes,
why
ma'am,
will you give
kasi,
someone 30 million? Ako, baka pwedeng manghingi rin ng
ma'am.
30
Let me
million.
clarify. Ika-clarify ko lang po yung isa-isang issue. Kasi yung case sa kanya, sabi, hindi ka nag-file ng SOSE. Yung statement of campaign donation. So sabi niya, hindi pa naman ako kandidato at that time. But even,
Yes.
doon sa campaign donations, may mga nakalagay na pera doon. Stated yun, dineclare mo yun. Kaya nga sabi ko, itong kaso na ginawa nila, mag-hire na sila ng pinakamagaling na abogado kahit sa privado. Walang kaibig-ibig sabihin yan. Wala akong pabor kay Senator Marcoleta, wala akong kontrata, wala kaming pinag-uusapan. Ang pinaka-ginawa ko lang, kumain ng hopya sa opisina niya.
Sir, medyo mahal na hopya yung 30 million, sir, ha?
Ayun nga. Yun nga.
Medyo mahal na hopya ang 30
Siguro
million.
ikaw wala. Pero si Senator Marcoleta, since he accepted it, and yun ang ginagawang issue sa kanya Donasyon mo yan, hindi mo dineclare. Hindi ba we're going around the rules dito kung sasabihin, siya na mismo ang nagsabi, donasyon sa campaign niya, tapos sasabihin ng COMELEC, hindi pa naman siya kandidato. Ano yun?
Yun ma'am, yung kasi ma'am, ibang case yung sa COMELEC, nagkaroon sila ng kaso doon siya. Tapos sinabi sa kanya, ilabas mo yung SOSE. Tapos lumabas yung SOSE nga niya. So sinabi niya, sige, baka pwede na mag-file, inilagay niyo yun. But I was not yet a candidate during that time. So, kinlear na rin siya ng COMELEC doon sa issue na yun. Wala na siyang case doon sa issue na yun. Nagtataka ako ngayon sa ombudsman, lang ginagawa ng issue na para bang meron kang kontrata o meron kang yung maganda nga, tingnan nila lahat ng mga nag-donate sa senador na totoo na nag-declare kung sino dyan yung mga contractor at kung sinong involved sa flood control.
So kung para sa inyo mga contribution, yung mga regalo na yon, sana all, no? Pero para saan yon?
It's either a donation or what is it? Kung hindi siya campaign donation, ano siya?
Ako ma'am, matagal kong kaibigan si Pinoy, President Noynoy Aquino. Alam ko yung mga tumutulong kay Noynoy, mga kaibigan ko rin. Ako lang, hindi ako nakakatulong sa kanya dahil sabay kaming kandidato. But it doesn't mean si Noynoy is corrupt or is asking for anything. Hindi mo nga mahinga ng pabor yan eh. Di ba? Wala kang ganyan paboran. So it doesn't, pag tumulong ka sa tao, it doesn't mean may kailangan kang kapalit.
Okay, let's go back to basics. Okay, in your own words, Congressman Defensor, what was the money for? And did you give it in one tranche or was it a series? Kwento mo naman sa amin yung how the process went.
I cannot answer that in relation to the case, but let me just say that what was filed in COMELEC was a donation in January.
Yes, that we know, but how did you give that money over?
I gave it to him. I don't think that's even material.
In cash?
Yes.
In cash? Deposit? Was
Yes,
it in tranches? It was in one.
And the taxes have already been paid. We
Correct.
did that sometime December. So, parang immaterial sa akin, paano mo binigay,
So-
saan mo kinuha, anong negosyo mo. Ang tanong is, nakaw ba yun? To be plunder.
Hindi, sir,
Ang tanong
Congressman,
is, may kapalit
the
ba
point
yun?
is, yung plunder law doesn't just cover stealing from public funds. It also covers gifts
Correct.
or pecuniary benefits for people in office.
Correct.
That's what it means.
Correct, but
So it's not
always,
just, we don't have to
Regina-
keep going back to the stealing from public funds point
No.
because that is not
You
the
read
point.
the-
May
no,
ibang
no.
definition yung plunder law. So,
No, but you read the plunder law and you read the qualification. There's always something in exchange. There's always a
yes.
contract.
So you're
There's
saying
always
you gave the
selling
money
of
over,
public
but we're
office.
not expecting anything at all in exchange.
Wala. Hanggang ngayon nga, abunado pa ako dyan kay Senator Marcoleta. Pag kumain kami, ako pa rin nagbabayad.
Pero sir, just an example, sir. Si Erap, of course, you're very familiar with this case, was convicted for
Yeah.
plunder. And a big chunk of that plunder conviction was because of his receiving kickbacks from Hueting Lords, which were not public funds. These were very, very private funds. So that also gives you an
No,
idea
the plunder-
of what exactly plunder is about. It's not just about public funds. As we have read to you kanina, the definition of plunder, number one, it involves public funds, or number two, it can involve pecuniary benefits, which includes cash,
If
because
I may-
by reason of
if I may-
position. Yes, sir.
If I may explain, Ed, the plunder case of ERAP, number one, ito yung tobacco excise tax.
Yes, sir. In
That
part,
was
yeah.
150 million. Ngayon, ang wetting money kasi doon, kaya siya naging plunder because may protection siya supposedly from the police. Yun yung nature of that. Na parang it was illegal, yung illegal na pagwiwiting, and then kumukuha ka doon sa illegal na yun. Kaya wala namang ganun eh.
Yes, sir.
Wala
But,
namang ganun pinag-uusapan
yeah, yes,
dito.
sir. In that sense, nga, sir, it is not just about public funds. It's also about other funds that you receive as an official of government. At
Correct.
the same time, sir,
Correct.
the plunder law does not make any distinction between whether or not you ask for anything in return. It just says,
No.
Yes, sir.
No,
I'm-
I think that's wrong. No.
Sir, I have the
That's
law in
wrong.
front of me right now.
Yung waiting... sorry, go ahead.
I have the law, sir. I have the law in front of me right now. it does not make the
Correct,
distinction.
No. Ed, ang punto kasi sa wetting money is because wetting sa illegal. So may protection ng police and then, kunyari, kidnapping. Private
Yes, sir.
fund yun,
Okay.
nagkikidnap ako.
Okay.
Tapos binibigay ko sa yung kidnap money. Yun, standard din yun.
We are going too far in the wrong direction. The only question I think, Kong, that you have to answer is what was the money for? Parang you have to admit, mahirap naman paniwalaan you gave somebody 30 million pesos and wasn't expecting anything in return, right? I think we're all
Regina, pwede
adults
siyang
in this
mahirapan,
room and we
may
can talk
pwedeng
about that
Regina.
openly. And if you tell us that you were not expecting anything at all, I don't think,
Well, Regina,
that's a real answer.
If you do not believe me na may ganon. Diba? But if you're helping a person and then you give money and tingnan nila, kung may transaction kami ni Marcoleta, kung naging contractor ako ni Marcoleta, kung may pinoprotection na siya sa akin, yun, mali yun. But, if you help a person at tumulong ka, that does not constitute bribery nor plunder.
So that wasn't
Congressman, sa Code
specifically
of
for his
Conduct.
political
Kunin na nila,
campaign.
handir ko na nga eh.
That
Alam mo,
wasn't
kunin na nila
specifically
ang
for his political
pinakamagaling
campaign.
Yeah, it was a support for his political campaign. when he was at that time he filed October, but the actual campaign it started February. Pero sabi ko nga, kunin na nila ang pinakamagaling na abogado nila para sabihin nilang merong bribery dyan o plunder dahil wala.
Sir, bakit,
Congressman, yung
why,
Code of
if
Conduct,
it,
bawal tumanggap ng ganyang kalaking ano eh. Sa Code of Conduct for and Ethical Standards, specific doon yung mga gifts na pwedeng tanggapin ng mga public officials. Bawal yung ganyang kalaking ano. Yung ganyang kalaking
ma'am, to be
amount for a
technical-
public official to
ma'am,
receive.
To be technical about it, ma'am, when he filed sa October, hindi na siya congressman. I mean, to be technical, I mean, it's the legal case, pero pabayaan na natin gumalaw yan.
Yeah.
Pero yung sasabing may kapalit o sasabing merong corruption o merong flood control, wala. Kung may kapalit, wala. Ang pinaka nangyari
Yeah.
lang, kumain ako ng hopya dun sa opisina ni Senator Marcoleta.
was it you who told him not to divulge the names of the donors, sir?
No, it was his decision. I didn't even know na yung submission niya eh.
Well, sir, he was also quoting one of his donors as telling him na utang na loob mo lang sa akin to, itong pagdodonate niya. Was that in reference to you or was it to one of the other donors?
Well, to be honest, Ed, wala akong sinabing utang na loob kay Senator Marcoleta. Wala akong sinasabi ng utang na loob mo lang sa akin yan. Pero palagay ko naman, di ba bilang kaibigan ko siya, siguro naman kinikilala niya akong kaibigan niya.
Yes, sir. Because he used those words in his program Saganang Atin or Saganang Amin when he talked about this case. Anyway, sir, so you're saying that the donation was for his campaign. And of course, we understand that yung nga lang, hindi siya pasok doon sa campaign period. So I suppose that's the technicality there na kaya hindi siya considered that. Pero sir, at the same time, wouldn't that violate the spirit of the Omnibus Election Code, Section 95? Kasi, are you still with Pax Libera Mining?
No more. Wala na ako. Matagal na ako nag-divest dyan when I was a congressman.
You are no longer involved in any of the mining companies that you were involved in before. Is that what you're saying?
I already divested, yes.
Okay. Sige, that's
Oo.
interesting. Kasi when I looked it up, you're still listed as the founder and owner of Pax Libera in several websites. But of course, if that's the case that you're saying that you are not involved anymore, then we leave it at that. But sir, you're saying
Sir,
on the record
but
that you are
would
not
you be-
involved anymore with
Would
mining.
Would you be willing to release the donor's tax receipt? I understand you paid it on time, right?
Yeah, na-settle na yan. And before pa yan, Regina, na-settle nung ano pa yan Comelec hearing pa kasi, it was already a case. In fact, nung nga sa Comelec hearing, parang anong naging final ano pa doon, for review pa nga kami, the donors but si Senator Marcoleta has already been cleared.
But would you be willing to release your documents or receipts on that, sir?
I would think it is already of public record because of the Comelec discussion, because of the deliberations they had, all the, lahat ng mga in fact, yun din ang ginamit ng ombudsman Yun din ang naging basis nila for the filing of this case.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering if we could see your copy, para we could put this together. Any idea who told Senator Marcoleta not to divulge the names of the donors? Any guesses?
No, sa kanyang desisyon yon. Pero ako, ang mas malaking issue sa akin, ba't kami kinakasuhan? Ang dami na yung may problema sa flood control, yung walang kakwenta-kwentang kaso, ang kinakasuhan nila. Kaming mga nagsasalita sa flood control issue, 40 kami, may mga kaso. Yung mga nag-involve sa flood control issue,
Sir.
6 pa lang ang may kaso.
Okay.
Ang tawag dyan ng
Yeah.
anak, ang tawag dyan ng anak ko,
Bakit
Kong,
ganito?
ang tawag dyan ng anak ko, what about TISIM
No, teka lang. We have discussed this before with your other case dun sa KTV Bars Kong, and I've said it before, this is not binary, this is not one or the other. All these cases can move together, could move forward together. None of this is an either-or situation, right? I agree, mabagal yung takbo ng flood control investigation.
No,
but
it's not
just-
about either or. It's not about either or. It is because NBI should take care of mga issues of national concern. mga syndicate.
I agree.
And hindi yung mga ganyan cases. In the case of the ombudsman, they're wasting resources sa walang kakwenta-kwentang kaso. Supposedly plunder, bribery. Sabi ko na, mag-hire na sila ng pinakamagaling na abogado, walang kwenta yan. So why are they wasting all the government resources sa mga kalaban ng gobyerno? Hindi yung mga nagnakaw sa gobyerno.
Congressman, nabanggit
You
mo na rin
don't-
yung flood control. May balita na kayo ulit, Your Orly Gutesa. Baka naman may balita na kayong panibago.
Ma'am, meron pong may binabanggit ngayon na seemingly mukhang okay naman. I hope that magkaroon kami ng communication again. And
Yes.
from what the message that was given to me, mukhang wala namang problema to come out again and to speak before the committee.
Yung Blue Ribbon, lalabas siya uli ngayon sa Blue Ribbon. That's what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. And kasama ko, kaya ma'am ako na-late din dito because yung kasama ko lang ngayon, kinasuhan din kami sa DOJ with the 18 Marines and the others. So nandun po kami kanina, nag-oath po kami before the prosecutor.
What about yung mga 18 Marines? Papatawag ba ng Blue Ribbon?
Yes, ma'am. From what I understand, lalabas din po sila.
Okay.
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 Kasama po
Ano
kayo? Haharap kayo, kasama kayo?
Ma'am, kasi wala akong direct personal knowledge sa mga nangyari sa Blue Ribbon, but I will be there to assist the 18 Marines and Sergeant Gutesa when the time comes. Apo.
So alam nyo na kung nasan si Orly Gutesa? More or less, na he's
hindi ko
around and he's ready to talk again.
Hindi ko ma'am alam in particular kung saan siya, but mukhang okay. Yung po yung mukhang sabi, okay naman, and he's ready.
Okay.
Okay. Ami, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'd like
na.
to say thank you to former Congressman Mike Defensor for joining us this afternoon. Thank you very much, Congressman Defensor.
Thanks,
Thank you
Congressman.
so much, Ma'am Ami, Sec Ronald, and Regina. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Magandang hapon po.
Salamat, sir.
Thank you, sir. Oh, ba't natahimik ka na, Harold?
Tignan ko yung mga butiki sa kisang eh. Tumatakbo ron eh.
Bakit? May hopya ba?
Ito si Ronald,
Baka may
Baka may bumaril
non-sequitur.
dyan, ha?
Baka may statement.
Baka may bumaril dyan, ha? Sa mga butike.
Baka may statement sila.
Well, interesting conversation. A lot of revelations as well, including the eating of hopya.
Oo nga. Masyadong, very compelling. Very
Oh,
compelling.
it's
Okay.
it's hard because he doesn't. I guess he doesn't believe na may ibang definition kasi yung plunder law. that
Well,
it
it's
actually
quite
covers.
simply in the law. I already read the law.
I did too. So anyone is free to look it up, right? RA 7080 section.
And yun nga eh.
Meron president yun.
And yun nga, in part, Erap was convicted for that.
May president yun. Yung dalawang alalay ni Aguirre dati, nakakulong yan eh. Oo, private funds yun. Pero,
Well, anyway. So, mag-gap muna tayo. Ha? We will go into a gap, so please stay with us. We will be right back.
This is the Story Conference Group or the Storycon Group.
We've got developing news and the stories behind the headlines. Welcome back to Storycon, the Story Conference. I'm Ed Lingao, and via Zoom, our Storycon co-host Regina Lay and Ami Pamintuan of the Philippine Star, and via the intergalactic presence of Ral Llamas.
In flesh and spirit.
bakit ang puti-puti ni principal?
Oo nga, I think it's the lighting.
Oh, sobrang pula,
It's the
sobrang
afternoon.
puti, oh.
Si Ami medyo yellow, ako medyo puti.
Ako medyo
Ano tayo
jaundice.
kung ganun?
Jaundice.
Ano tayo?
Hindi, mukha siyang Russian.
Mukha tayong hopya.
Hopya.
Well, that is the word.
Hopya,
The hopya
nadagdagan na
in-
yung Burger King, ano?
The
Ngayon may
Hopya
hopya na rin.
interview. Kahit 1 billion pa binigay ko. No? Kahit 1 billion pa.
But as I was saying, it doesn't say in the plunder law that you have to have asked for anything in return.
Hindi.
Yes.
Malinaw
Yes.
naman yung sinasabi
Pero
niyo.
noong January 2024 ba, wala sa gobyerno ba siya, no?
Ay, hindi ba,
Marcoleta?
January 2025 yung donation. Kasi February yung beginning ng campaign period.
No, I think it's 2024. Kasi
He was
1
a-
year daw 1 year bago
Hindi,
1 year bago
Tapos-
bago nag-declare ng
I'm not sure, Boka, pero if I recall, it was to January
12 months
2025.
daw, nearly 12 months
And
bago
then
nagano.
December
No, no, it was
2025 nagbayad
2025.
ng donors tax.
Oh.
Last year lang, December last year nagbayad ng donors tax.
Ano ko na yan? Andar na yan. May kaso na. Kakasuhan na.
Anyway, let's bring in our mojo. Anong kulay ng mojo natin? Kulay hopya rin.
Pink.
Okay, let's bring our mojo.
Pink.
Merimon Reyes. At the Senate. Merimon, kamusta sa Senado? Mukhang mahaba-haba ang gabi ninyo.
Oo nga.
Oo nga, yung inaabangan natin supposedly na interpellation tungkol doon sa privilege speech and Senate and ni Senator Risa Ontiveros plus yung manifestations ng ilang mga minority bloc members tungkol sa naging shootout sa Senate weeks ago, hindi pa siya nangyayari. Ang naging pinaka-point of conversation ngayon ay tungkol doon sa privilege speech ni Senator Amy Marcos, claiming nga na may talks within the minority, sila Senator Tito Soto raw on Chacha, and may pinlay na video na para siyang info video na ang sinasabi naman ni na Senator Mig Zubiri kanina lang ay unparliamentary and lumalabas na nagiging propaganda material yon. Sinigundahan din ito ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, sinasabing fake news yung claims ni Senator Amy, yung video na pinlay, and hindi raw tama na mailagay siya sa official records ng Senado na magmimistulang ebidensya. Plus, itong sina Senator Mig Zubiri naman, sina Senator Tito Soto, pare-pareho din nilang sinasabing walang talks ng Chacha. Senator Mig Zubiri, siya pa nagsabi na siya raw yung pinakauna ring nagsabi na ayaw niya sa Chacha, plus many other senators. Kaya yung iba pang talks regarding that, dapat daw idinaan talaga sa tamang pag-usap, paglilinaw, pagkaklaro. Sabi rin ni Senator Soto, yung may misconception nga raw, yung source, may mali raw yung na-eavesdrop, and kung sakali, dapat tanungin daw ng diretsyo. Hindi yung nagkaroon pa ngayon ng ganitong pangyayari na natawag pang Bulaga 11, Grade 13. So far ngayon ang hinihintay natin kasi si SP Cayetano ang nagsasalita sa floor, and ang gusto kasi nilang mangyari from the minority is ma-strike out sa records yung video na pinlay supporting yung privilege speech ni Senator Amy.
Pero Merimon, interpellation ba yan? Ayaw kasi magpa-interpolate ni Senator Amy. So, yan ba ay technically an interpolation? Paano nga ayaw
Yung
niya?
kanina, yung sina Senator Risa, sina Senator Raffy Tulfo na sinasabi nakakahiya na nga raw sa publiko yung nangyayari na ganitong gulo. Senator Risa ang nasabi niya pa kanina is yung hindi na nga raw natuloy interpellation sa privilege speech niya, hindi pa raw yun natutuloy. Ngayon may bagong kwento na naman daw na gustong mangyari this week. Yung iba kasi doon mga manifestation din siya. So hindi pa natin nakikita na kung meron pa silang magiging interpellation proper. Pero nag-express na ng call si Senator Mig Zubiri kasi to strike it off sa records na sinigundahan ni Senator Risa. Nagsalita rin Senator Tito Soto, Senator Raffy Tulfo. So parang hindi siya under interpellation, under to dun sa motion na i-strike off the record.
Ang pwede kasi nilang gawin, in aid of legislation, patawag nila yung source nung chismis na nagtutulak ng CONAS, si Senate President, then Senate President Tito Soto. Pero sa ngayon kasi, technically, lahat yan ay rumors. Pinanggalingan yan, isang columnist, no? Pinanggalingan yan ay hindi confirmed sources. Eh. So what else is new? No? Sa tinatawag nilang fake news.
Ang sinabi rin ni Senator Tito Soto so far nung hindi pa nangyayari itong privilege speech, friendly banter lang daw yung nangyari, yung sa usapin daw nila ni House Speaker Bo GD, nabuksan pa nga raw dito yung regional representation daw sa Senado. Ang sabi pa raw nga ni Soto, kaya raw ba yun, kasya raw ba yun dito, pero walang sinabing okay. Wala rin daw agreements whatsoever na may kinalaman sa Chacha, sa CONAS na kinakailangan. And kung sakali pa nga raw na may amendments na gagawin sa konstitusyon, preferred pa ni Senator Tito na babaan yung age para sa President at saka sa mga senador. Yung claims din kasi ni Senator Amy, meron daw pagpupush din na taasan yung edad ng 45 to 50 years old para raw ma-disqualify si Vice President Sara Duterte sa pagtakbo. So far naman nung nangyari itong exchange nila, ngayon medyo humuhupa pa naman. We're yet to see kung anong mangyayari sa susunod na mga araw sa sesyon dito sa Senado.
Kung magcha-cha-cha, hindi ba dapat alam na natin ngayon? It's not something you can keep a secret eh. Kailangan i-announce siya ng mga tao, sasabihin ng mga senador o ng mga congressman, gusto namin ito, tatanungin mga tao, gusto niyo ba to? Di ba?
Yes.
Hindi
Oo,
mo pwedeng
yan yung
i-discuss yan behind the ano eh. Kailangan it's out in the open.
mm.
Ewan ko
Yan
kung
din yung
anong,
nasabi kanina nung minority
hindi ka pwede
members
mag-cha-cha in secret.
na ilabas nga daw yung bilang, ilabas daw yung order, yung panukala, kung sakaling nga may talks talaga for cha-cha. Pero dahil nga wala naman daw talagang ganun, kine-question nila, bakit may ganitong claims on the part of Senator Amy Marcos? At sinasabi parang nila, ano nang mangyayari ngayon? So pwede na lang bang magpropaganda na lang sa mga susunod na pagkakataon sa sesyon?
Gaslighting yan eh. Anong nangyari dun sa yung sa leadership change? What's the latest?
Nako, Ami, wala ring nangyari. Sa pagsa-start ng session dito, walang nag-motion for a leadership change. Ang huling nakausap ng media tungkol dyan is from the minority bloc, si Senator Mitsubiri, na sinasabi niya, mainit pa nga raw ang ulo ng mga senador tungkol dyan. Medyo kailangan parang pakalmahin yung emosyon sa mga nangyari nitong mga lumipas na linggo. Pero talks are still underway daw na at sana nga mabuo nga raw nila yung itong koalisyon. Pero ang sinusuportahan ng koalisyon na ito is si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian for Senate leadership. Si Senator Tito Soto, yung unang nagbanggit din kasi dito na magandang maging compromise SP si Senator Gatchalian. So, backed up din naman ito na Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Ping Lacson, and even Senator Risa Ontiveros kaninang umaga, nasabi niya na magandang araw kung magiging SP si Senator Sherwin, magandang bagay daw yun. Lalo't alam niya raw kung paano magtrabaho, itong si Senator Sherwin, yung pagpopromote niya raw ng transparency nung Finance Committee Chairman siya at yung madugong proseso ng budget. So nakikita talaga nila na suitable at kayang-kaya ito ni Senator Gatchalian. Over the weekend, sabi naman ni Senator Sherwin, bukas daw siyang tanggapin ito. And yung 1 decade niya raw na paninilbihan bilang senador, ito yung makakapagpahanda sa kanya sa responsibilidad na yan. Pero ang nasabi na naman kanina ni Senator Risa, as of now, solid block or so SB11 pa rin daw sila. Wala pang nadadagdag sa kanila, bilangan pa rin daw talaga ng numero dito. So walang binanggit na pangalan kung sino ang nililigawan from the majority.
Ayaw daw nilang tanggapin yung mga gustong lumipat eh. Yan lang naman ang
Yung kay Senator Cheese Escudero, ang nagsabi naman dyan is si Senator Kiko Pangilinan na hindi, meron daw intermediary from the side of Senator Cheese, hindi raw si Senator Cheese directly. Pero hindi raw nila pinalaki to kasi solid daw silang minority 11 and karamihan sa kanila talaga ang nais nga is si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian.
Yeah. It's just
Sino
some of the
pa
conditions that...
matatanggap nila? Yan ang problema dyan eh. Sino pa
Hindi,
matatanggap nila dyan?
I think it's the conditions that was not acceptable to them. Kasi
Yeah.
nga yung one of the conditions before was to reinstate SP Cheese Escudero as SP. Yun yung hindi acceptable. But I think if, outside of those conditions, pag may gustong lumipat, I think open naman sila doon. That's what I got from Ping Lacson, Senator Ping Lacson.
Ang dilema nila, Reg, ang dilema nila, Reg, majority, overwhelming majority dun sa majority ngayon ay may kaso.
May mga kaso.
So,
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
to choose between
Correct.
lesser
So-
evils. And the lesser evil is
Oh.
still evil.
Kaya nga, as you said, it's imperfect choices. They're left with imperfect choices, right? So kung ganun na lang yung choices mo, and you
Walang
want to
gagalaw
reclaim,
dyan,
you can't draw a hard line on the sand, diba?
Yeah. Tanggapin na kamo nila, Mary Mon, sabihin mo.
Ako, ang sabi kanina ni ang sabi kanina ni
Go ahead.
Senator Amy bago mag-start yung session kasi mabilis lang namin siya na ambush interview. Wala pa siyang idea tungkol dito sa binabadya pang kudeta or nilulutong kudeta pero ang alam niya, solid pa raw silang 13. Si SP Cayetano naman, before din mag-start yung session, ang sabi niya, solid ang 13, sa 13 raw na yon, walang onsehan. So,
Yeah. But Mary Mon, yung presentation ni Senator Amy, that was something else, ha? And in fact, Senator Mix has already moved to strike it out of the record because he called it propaganda, as you said. Nakagulat siya. I mean, did you guys know that she was going to show something like that? There's even a slide of her brother, President Marcos, na may crown, the king's crown.
actually, nung weekend, may info kasi tayo nakuha na may pasabog na privilege speech si Senator Amy ngayong Monday. Pero
Okay.
medyo di lang natin na-anticipate na may ganong video na i-play.
Oo. So nagtumimbre na sila over the weekend na she was going to deliver something today.
Yes, and nag-post din kasi siya dun nga sa claims na meron nga raw talks of Chacha, sila Senator Nino Soto, Speaker Bo GD. So, in-anticipate na natin na potentially yun din yung magiging privileged speech talaga. Pero yung video footages, yung video na pinlay, wala tayong idea doon. So, it was surprising especially for the senators na nasa floor. Nung time na piniplay yun, nakita natin si Senator Mix na tumayo. And then, though medyo malayo tayo sa hindi natin naririnig, pero parang kinakausap niya ilang mga senador doon. And medyo nakakunot yung mukha niya habang nagpe-play yung video.
Merimon, is this an accurate quote from Amy Marcos? Ako, isang Marcos ang magtatanggol sa 1987 Constitution?
Babalikan natin, Bok, yung pinaka-transcript natin. Pero ang malinaw, yung nasabi niya doon sa Bulaga 11, Grade 13, and yung other claims niya pa nga na may kinalaman dito sa paggalaw ng konstitusyon.
So, mahaba pa ba araw natin, Merimon?
Mukhang mahaba-haba pa kasi yung ibang pending pa for amendments, hindi pa siya naisasalang sa floor. Pero may mga nadagdag so far sa committee memberships. For example, nadagdag dito sa Blue Ribbon Committee Chairman ang Vice Chair, Senator Marcoleta, and
Jinggoy.
Senator Estrada, yes. Plus, ang members, yung nailista kasi natin nung time na narinig natin si Senator Bongo, Senator Robin Padilla, Chis Codero, and ang magkapatid na Mark and Camille Villar. For the majority pa lang ito. Yung sa minority, wala pa tayong naririnig.
Ed, that is an accurate quote by Senator Amy Marcos. News 5 has reported it. The exact quote is, "I never thought I'd reached a point in my life where I, a Marcos, would be defending the 1987 Constitution."
Okay,
That's
interesting.
pregnant with pregnant with meaning.
Anyway, Merimon, do we expect anything major today aside from the fireworks? Kasi at this particular point, nag-aasar na lang sila. Are we expecting anything more? Any movements, any revelations, any aside from patutsada?
Depende rin yan, Bo, kasi sa kung ano yung magiging manifestations pa sa floor. Pero yung kanina kasi, aside from Senator Amy Marcos, nag-privilege speech din si Senator Dante Marcoleta tungkol naman doon sa complaints against him and yung recommended charges nga ng indirect bribery and plunder. Pero nakita rin kasi natin, may iba pang legislations na pending pa for interpellations. Pero hindi naman siya yung sobrang major pa na ganitong magkakainitan ng mga senador. Including din, meron pa tayong nakita sa agenda na privilege speech din from Senator Raffy Tulfo that we are yet to hear this afternoon. Maybe until evening later.
Merimon, may nagkuhan ba? May nag-privilege speech tungkol sa Pokemon?
Wala pa. Di pa natin ulit naririnig yung analogy na yun.
Anong naka-line up, Merimon, na talagang yung related sa mga problema talaga ng bansa, hindi lang yan pulong pamumulitika. Meron ba naka-line up ngayon dyan? Yung bawat economic measures. Ang dami natin problema.
Yun yung political statement.
Sa agenda kasi nakuha natin kanina, as of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, ang nakalagay, for example, yung strengthening protection of patients from hospital detention. Meron pa itong interpellation na pending pa. Kasama na rin dito yung House Bill on certain Philippine citizenships. We also have here yung strengthening the National Agriculture and Fisheries Extension System. Plus yung privileged speech of Senator Amy and Senator Raffy Tulfo, plus other administrative matters kung ano pa ang kakailanganin or ilalabas ng majority.
Okay.
Ano ka na?
Ikaw, may pahabol ka doon?
Okay, pabalikin nila si Merimon sa plenary.
Okay, Merimon, naway
Thank you.
may ibang maganap na may kinalaman sa ating
Naglalaro ka rin, Merimon, naglalaro ka rin ba ng Pokemon? Merimon?
Abangan natin.
Ikaw, hindi ka naglalaro ng Pokemon?
Naglalaro, lalo na yung sa cellphone. Yung maglilibot ka tapos hahanap ka ng Pokemon.
ikaw.
Wala akong alam dyan eh, wala akong alam kasi dyan until napanood ko eh.
Tsaka iba rin ang market ngayon ng mga nangongolekta ng Pokemon cards.
Mahal pala
yung iba
yan, no?
medyo nahihirapan sa paghahanap ng mga rare na cards. O kaya naman, sa market, yung mga rare na Pokemon cards,
1 million.
binibenta rin siya.
Milyones pala yan.
Dio, milyones.
Oo, mga for sale na yung mga collectors, more than 1 million. Nagulat ako eh.
Pwede mo i-print lang sa printer yan
Hindi, meron sila. Yung mga
May mga
collector's
code
item.
siya.
Oo, milyones.
Ewan ko ba? Talagang nahuhuli tayo sa ano. Napag-iwanan tayo.
Nagulat ako eh. May nag-text sa akin ka, alam mo ba kung magkano yung mga collector's item? Sabi ko, ano? Magkano? 100 pesos? Mahigit 1 million, sabi nila.
Hindi naman 30 million.
Di pa naman. Pero milyones pala yung mga yan.
Oh my God. Ay, Ronald.
Sige, pakawalan natin si Pokemon. Ay, si si Memon pala.
Si Pikachu.
Pikachu. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Merimon.
Thank you, Meron.
Pokemon.
Ay, nako. The pits.
Yung mga joke time kasi ni Yamas.
Hindi joke yun ha. Kaya sabi ko, wow.
Si Pikachu.
Pits.
Ay,
Hindi ko alam
Ronald.
Pokemon.
What do we do with you?
Ikaw kayo. What do we do with you?
Lalabas na rin ako ng Pokemon. Pokemon ko.
Pero yes, mahal yung mga cards na yun, ah. They're collector's
Huwag mo
items.
sabihin
And,
naglalaro ka.
what I heard was si SP Cayetano really is a collector. You can
Yes.
see that when he does live streams of his office and nasasama yung mga background.
Collector yan.
Meron talaga siyang collection.
Kasama ba,
Talaga?
kasama ba sa SALN yun? Paano yung 118 na baril ni Kwan? Ni Bato? Dapat kasama sa SALN yun eh. Parang wala sa SALN eh.
So, confirm na 118 yung baril
Pinapakumpiska
niya?
yun ng NBI.
Well,
ah.
oo. Medyo confirm yun.
Pinapakumpiska yung mga barel ni
Oh,
Bato.
medyo confirm na yan. May request na yung NBI na i-cancel yung mga kanyan, yung mga lisensya
marami-rami yan.
no, at i-recover dahil fugitive, pwede niyang gamitin yan eh. At parang may balita na 14 dyan ay mga latest procurement niya while he was in hiding.
Well, if you, if you base it, if you base it doon sa nilabas na dokumento ni Jess Falsis, but we still haven't been able to confirm if that's a verified document. Mga 5 pages yung 118 firearms ni Bato na legally registered.
Biro mo, arsenal na yun. Ha? That's an arsenal.
I checkbooked the dates eh. But then again, like I said kanina, we haven't been able to verify if this is the actual document from the Firearms and Explosives Office ng PNP. But if you base it merely on that document, 14 sa mga baril na yon were approved, yung permits were approved March 5 or March 6 of this year. Bale, 5
Kaya nga,
months
bakit
after
pinayagan?
Bato went into hiding.
Yun ang dapat nating itanong sa PNP, sa Firearms and
PNP.
Explosives
Dalawa yan eh.
Division.
They were approved March
Saka
5 and
sobrang
March
dami
6.
I don't
And
think kahit
released.
former PNP chief ka, you are entitled to so many firearms unless may negosyo ka ng barel o meron ka security agency.
And these were guns already released. They were approved on March 5 and March 6 and then released. Nakalagay doon, released na eh.
Wow.
Released to licensee eh.
Kaya nga.
Which brings up the other question. Kanino ni-release?
Yun nga
Were
eh.
they given
Pwede ba siyang release
to
to
him
some
directly?
authorized person lang na parang Jollibee, parang Chicken Joy na pwedeng ikaw
Kaya
tumanggap.
tanggap
Dating
lang.
PNP chief yan eh. Papadala lang niya yung aid niya. Kahit
Well,
driver lang siguro, bibigay yun.
Pwede nating after nitong show, tanungin natin yung Fed at saka PNP tungkol dyan at pwedeng bukas pag-usapan natin yan. Dahil very highly irregular yan ha. Meron kang
sobrang dami.
Hindi, tsaka hindi lang. Alam na ng gobyerno ng November 6 last year na merong international warrant against him. Eh, pwede ba namang hindi alam yan ng PNP?
And yung Interior Secretary was the one talking about this.
Yes.
Si John Vic has been saying now, we're looking for him, we know where he is, we're tracking
Yes.
him, ganyan.
At yung PNP ay under yan ng DILG. So, pwede nga magtawag na tayo. What happened? No?
Ay, John Vic.
So you have that. Although, Ami, from my understanding of FEO rules is number one, mas maluwag na sila pag ikaw ay member ng gun club. virtually, I don't know
Hindi
kung
naman ganyan karami.
Pero
Kung
kahit
totoo yung
member ka ng
number niya,
gun
sobrang
club.
dami niya.
I don't know kung unlimited yung allowed dun eh. Pero
Hindi only yun.
Hindi yun, hindi yun. Hindi yun
Well, I don't know.
unlimited.
I have to review the,
Hindi yun
hindi
only
yun only.
rice. Hindi yun. At
Arsenal
ganyan
na yan
kabilis.
ikaw nakakala, di ba?
Ako member ako eh. Hindi yan ganun kadali.
And I did a quick look at the kinds of firearms that were registered or are registered under Bato. These are registered, so these are legally owned. They include, among other things, mga at least 10 to 15 5.56 caliber rifles. Ito yung mga Armalite types.
Mga
na
M4, mga
baril.
M4 yan.
Bawal yung ano.
May-
I think you are limited to only 2 kung ano, kung
M4
civilian.
Merong M4,
Eh, civilian
merong
na siya, di ba?
HK416, merong Tavor, dalawang Tavor niya.
Tabor.
Tabor,
oo.
Israeli made.
These are assault rifles.
Oh, ganon, Bushmaster, Gilboa, Galils, Israeli-made Galils.
Kaya nga.
Tapos meron siyang H&K MP-10.
Armalite.
Meron siyang dalawang Uzi 9mm.
Yeah. Yung iba dyan ay
Kaya
pwedeng,
That is an arsenal.
yung iba dyan ay parang pang-assassination. Yung iba ay basically assault. No? So,
So, a lot of interesting
Wala,
questions.
wala namang
Again
wala
for
namang special
verification.
entitlement yung XP&P chip sa ganyan.
But it's the Philippines.
Sa ganyang karaming barel, ha? Ganyang karaming barel.
pag level 5 kasi yung kwan mo, yung pag level 5 yung iyong license to own, ay marami yung pwede mong palisensyahan. Dahil basically collector ka. Pero mahabang proseso yan para maaprubahan.
Yeah.
Hindi yan, at saka hindi dyan pwede ay yung maraming assault rifles. Dahil assault rifles ay for assault. No? Siguro mga pistol, pwede, ganyan-ganyan. No? Tapos, mahabang proseso yan. March, 14. No? I cannot
Yes.
imagine that. Kahit ikaw ay dating chief PNP, civilian ka lang ngayon eh.
Oh, you have to be there to apply, ha? For
Yes.
license.
I wonder if you have to be there to accept.
Kailangan mo
Who
pumunta
is
doon,
the-
kailangan mo mag-psychiatric exam.
Oo, sino
Kaya kalokohan yung mga requirement na yan sa gun licensing. Kapag kilala mo, you can get all the licenses you want.
Who is the regulatory body here?
FEO.
Firearms and Explosives Office, PNP. Ay
Ano kay John
hirap-hirap
Vic?
na psychiatric exam
Kunin nga
na
lang si
yan.
John Vic
Dahil
ulit.
ako, kumuha ako ng lisensya. Ay hirap-hirap niyan. Sa isang baril lang yun, ha? Eto. I'm sure she never underwent any,
Si Ed, maraming mga barel na mga pellet gun. Pellet gun yun sa bahay niya.
Ikaw, palibasa ikaw, AK-47 dala-dala mo.
Hindi niya dininay.
Hindi rin na, illegal yun eh.
Oo.
No, illegal yun. May permit, merong
So, totoo naman.
LTAP, merong permit to carry, may license. No.
Yung iba.
Tsaka, meron, kompleto yun. Tsaka wala akong 118. Kahit level 5 yung aking LTAP.
How many do you have?
12 yata, 11, 12.
Oh, nuts. Oh, first time inamin niya.
Pero kung yun,
In public.
decades yun, decades.
Yung RPG.
Merong,
Oh, yes.
merong
May
laro-
RPG ka?
Hindi.
Laruan.
Ano yun? Model lang yun, model.
Bawal yun.
Laruan.
Model lang yun. Okay, teka, magkapunan tayo. Susunod po na usapan natin. We're on until 5:30 p.m. I guess you figured out that out by now.
520.
Oh, 5:20 nga pala. Okay. Stark will be right back after break. Please stay tuned.
Ikaw,
This is the Story Conference Group or the Storycon Group.
It's the last stretch of the program. Welcome back to Storycon, the Story Conference. I'm Ed Lingao, and of course with us, our resident Pilio, Saper, Rol Llamas, and Regina Lay, and Ami Pamintuan. Of course, always the pregnant pause.
parang,
Si Ed is on a roll with the names. Perpetrator, Pahamak,
kahit-
Iliosaper.
kahit nasa Zoom series, kitang-kita mo, damanda mo yung exasperation niya, di ba? Yung kanyang buntong hininga. Imagine mo kung nandito pa yan, di ba?
Exasperation at who? There are a lot of people to be exasperated about.
Ako,
Since we were talking about hopya kanina, alam mo, si Reg kulay hopya kundol. Tayo kulay hopya munggo.
munggo. Oy, tisay na tisay eh.
Ako,
Ako, hopya
ako,
baboy.
Si Abby talaga.
ako hopya, 30 million pesos isa.
Yan.
Oh.
Oo.
Oh, what?
Teka, Reg, alam mo kung ano yung kundol?
Kumustahin kita. May yung cabinet revamp, isa lang ba? Titigil na ba yun?
Oo. Ano?
Kunyari, kung sino tatanggap. Paano yung cabinet revamp? Dapat lahat tatanggap eh. Pa konti-konti yung tumatanggap, no?
May kumalat na chismis kasi nung na maghihingi na naman daw ng courtesy resignation si Bongbong. Sabi ko, hindi ba kahihingi lang nga niya ng courtesy resignation?
Parang paulit-ulit yung courtesy resignation yan.
Oo. Yung rumor na si Tolentino came to pass. So may mga kasabay yan 'di ba? Sila
Oo.
Benhur Abalos, sino pa yung isa? Sino yung isa, Ronald?
Edwin
Kandidato nung
Lacerda,
kumandidato
Oo,
Edwin
thank
Lacerda.
2025.
These names surface
Sino ba
at the
naman-
same time. So
sino ba
ito na
naman
nga, tuloy yung kay Tol. We'll see. Time will tell if si Benhur will become DOJ Secretary.
Hindi yun
Ay, yung
ganun.
DILG.
Oo nga, DILG.
Chinichis.
Baka balik DILG.
Sinichismis.
Marami namumuro eh. Parang bingo yan eh. Marami namumuro. pero until may tumanggap, no? Ang problema kasi hindi lang yung tatanggalin. Ang problema rin kasi yung
Yung papalit.
tatanggap. No? Halimbawa, yan Dole. May mga ilang kinausap dyan eh.
Sa labor.
Kaya yung hinihingi ng Pangulo mo, hindi courtesy resignation, courtesy review.
Oo, last year. Oh. Yung revamp, naging review.
Review lang niya. Tapos binalik karamihan.
You have to wonder what the point is of a cabinet revamp with 2 years to go. I mean, I get it. If somebody's not performing, fine, get rid of them. Pero what can they realistically do, right? And the next year, halos nag-uumpisa na yung kampanya.
Campaign. Oo.
Tama. Is Tol running again in 2028?
Sino?
Tol. Let's see.
Sigurado
Posible, dahil kailangan niya ng entablado para
That's why.
baka makalimutan ka. Eh yung boto mo, mas mataas pa sa SC1 eh. Si Heidi Mendoza, na unknown. No? Ganyan. So,
First time runner, di ba?
oo, first time runner, di ba? So, ang tagal mong senador, cabinet secretary.
Tagal mong
etc.
mayor.
Oo, so, you must be
Nag-MD ka
wondering,
pa.
no? Ano ba yung pwede mong gawing defining to have enough mileage para sa next election in 2 years? Na practically campaign period na next year. Practically. So, pero ano magagawa mo sa labor at this point? Kukang ka ba?
Pag hindi nahuli si Bato, Ronald, meron bang casualty?
Of course. Of course. Well, ang dami na ang high profile eh. Kahit sabihin mo na bumababa yung statistics ng
Si
crime.
Atong Ang.
Ang tinitignan ng tao are not statistics. Ang tinitignan nila ay mga high-profile targets. It's a telenovela, ang probinsyano, Batang Quiapo culture eh.
Oo nga eh.
So,
Maybe
kahit
Go
sabihin
ahead,
mo na,
Ronald.
kahit sabihin mo na bumababa yung statistics, most people are not concerned with statistics. They are concerned with drama. No? Yun yung kanila.
maybe the question is, gusto ba mahuli?
Yan na nga eh.
Tingin ko, at this
Because-
point, gusto dahil sasabog sa mukha nilang lahat yan eh. Pag hindi mahuli.
Or
Dahil
mo, binigyan mo pa nga ng barel nung nagtatago. O, ano ba naman
nakapaligid
yun?
na kayo, nakalaya pa. Di ba? Yung ganun ba?
Oo, kaya nga.
Much abas yung
Well-
social media. Pagpapanoorin ko yung, subukan yung panoorin yung social media tungkol sa issue na yan. Nako, grabe.
Ano nga?
Hindi, pero I mean, one scenario is it will explode in their faces. The other scenario is pwedeng i-dribble lang nila hanggang sa next administration, right? They can just
Pero
make
why?
it seem like may nangyayari, you know,
Pag
keep up
drinable nila yan, the end
appearances.
sila sa 2028.
Oh, why? Hindi ko, walang kahit anong angulo mo tignan, walang gain para i-dribble eh. Ang gain ay
Wala.
Pag
hindi.
drinable yan, dead
Because-
ball na sila sa 2028.
Because my point is, you know, November 2025 pa yung warrant eh. We only found out recently kasi kaka-unseal lang. But they have known all along in nearly 6 months. for nearly 6 months. So again, coming back to what John Vic said, John Vic Remulla, the LG secretary said, which is they knew all along where he was. Bakit hindi pa hinuli? So that is the
Naniniwala,
question.
Ronald.
It does. Ay, hindi, we suspect na hindi nila talaga alam.
No,
I
they knew he
believe
was.
him when he said
They knew where he
Davao.
was. He was in the
Kung
Philippines
alam
the
mo
whole
kung
time.
nasa niya, arestado na yun ngayong araw. Right now.
They knew
Right
where he
now,
was. He was
fourth
inside
week.
the Senate.
Fourth grade.
He was inside
Kung
the
alam mo kung
Senate.
nasan yan, nandun, baka dalhin pa yan sa Malacanang para mag-press con si Ate Claire.
I don't know. I'm skeptical na they really want to capture him.
You
Same
are?
goes
You are
for
skeptical?
Atongang.
Reg, you are
Same
skeptical?
goes for
I was surprised.
same goes for
Are you surprised? Si Reg, skeptical?
Yung itsura ni Ronald.
Mabuti na lang, di mo katabi si
Alas ka
Reg.
to. Pilyo ko talaga.
Hindi, nagulat lang ako na
Alam mo,
skeptical.
alam mo, kung si Regina nandito, nahampas ka na.
Alam ko, madaling kumisinin sa Reg. Eh. Skeptical? Parang hindi siya Reg yun.
He's on the roll because you're not here.
Oo nga eh.
Nga eh, oo.
Hoy,
Don't
wala
worry,
akong-
bukas.
wala akong kinalaman sa-
Just wait for tomorrow.
Wala akong kinalaman sa accident ni Reg, ha? Wala akong kinalaman doon, ha? Baka magkaroon pa ng conspiracy dyan, ha?
Tinanggal mo yung tornilyo ng upuan ko.
Oo. Baka may conspiracy pa dyan, ha?
Oo nga, yung tornilyo mo, no?
talaga.
Yung tornilyo mo.
It takes one to know one. It takes one to...
Nakapag-joke pa kayo ng ang gulo-gulo ng bansa.
Anong gagawin?
Talaga.
Anong gagawin mo? Hahagul-gul kami rito. Katulad ng mga crying ladies. Ano yung iba gusto
Oo
mo?
nga, iiyak din tayo. Iiyak din tayo.
Baka sabihin nila, we're not taking it seriously.
Oo nga.
Alam mo yun? People say, oh, why, tawa kayo ng tawa dyan, dami-dami ng problema.
Parang wala naman nagsasabi nun.
Pilipinas talaga, di ba?
Ay, Pilipinas.
Ay, nako.
I heard the same
What are
thing.
we
It's a
gonna
one,
do?
it's a two.
Hanggang ngayon, wala pa palang schedule, no? For the impeachment court.
Oo, wala pa yan. Mahigit sa
Meron,
buwan.
meron na, di ba? July,
Possible,
Well,
possible.
The start. The start
the start.
was July 6. 6 ba yun? 5?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
6.
remember. But the actual,
Magpi-pre-trial sila supposedly.
the actual
Mag-umpisa na
weekly...
yung mga pre-trial, etc. Oo.
Hmm.
Yan, meron na silang nilabas na timetable.
So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, tama ba?
Yeah.
Na-approve ba yun?
Yeah,
Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Oo,
3
meron
or
na silang
4 p.m.
timetable. Oo.
Ah, okay.
Meron na silang hours.
Okay?
1
Mag-goodbye na
o'clock,
tayo.
di ba? 1 to something.
Mag-goodbye na tayo para lumapit na yung Biyernes.
O, sige.
Hoy, paayos niyo yung puwang ko. Umiikot ng kusa eh.
Naku.
Kanina umiikot siya ng
Usus!
kusa. Hindi siya
Usus!
ginagalaw. Oh. Umiikot siyang gano'n. Oh. Pupunta ron.
Yan
oh.
ang hindi ka
Oh.
panipaniwala.
Ayan, oh, ayan, oh,
I saw
umiikot siya
him,
ng kusa,
umiikot
oh.
siya habang
Ayan, oh,
kinakausap natin
ayan, oh.
si Mike Defensor.
Kulang ka na naman
Ayun, oh.
tornilyo.
Ayun, umiikot ang kusa. Oh.
Kulang ka na naman tornilyo.
Oo.
Alam ko, naghahanap ka ng ibang kausap
Ayan,
eh.
oh, ayan. Tapos papagalitan ako.
Mag-goodbye na nga tayo. Kung ano nangyari mga milagro dito. Okay. Thank you for joining StoryCon today. Regina Lay. Wrong spelling kayo, ha? Amin Pamintuan. And Tito Ron Llamas, a resident political
Philosopher.
perpetrator.
Umiikot.
Okay, just again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Tawa ka ng tawa, baka pagalitan tayo. Be serious. Just again tomorrow at
Be
4 p.m.
serious.
Hindi, bukas behave na ako.
I'm Ed Lingo, kapatid. We are One News, all sides, all the time.
This is the Story Conference Group or the StoryCon Group.